Hi, readers. Welcome back. I've been thinking about how we've been in school for some time now. And as we are in school, we get to know each other even better, right? Much like friends. And so I know when I look at a book, maybe that's on the floor or in our digital library, who would want to read that book, right? I could look at some of your handwriting and know whose piece of writing that is. Or I could even read some of the jots that you have in your notebook, your writer's notebook, and have an idea about who's writing about PlayStation yet again. So the point is, readers, that we start to get to know each other really well, and I start to see some patterns all around me. So, for instance, I know Jake, he always is making sure people pick up the garbage off the floor or at recess, or is on his patrol post at just the right time every morning. He's responsible, pattern in his behavior. I also know that Lulu will go and find the bug or the spider in our classroom that maybe we're about to smash. And she will bring it to safety. She will bring it over to the window and let it free. And also, she will talk to the fifth graders about being more careful in the hallways and being more mindful of the kindergartners. That shows that she's responsible and brave. Those are patterns in your behavior. And it takes a little bit of time to get to see patterns because they're things that happen over and over again. And you have to witness it across a little bit of time. So I bet you know how this connects to our reading and what I'm going to say next. Yep, the characters in our books are the same way. Many of us have gotten a little bit more into our stories, into our books. And now you're likely seeing some patterns, things that happen over and over and over again in your characters. Thumbs up if that's true. Okay. So today, readers, I wanted to teach you this, that we can grow even deeper ideas about our characters by looking for patterns in the things they do and say over and over again. It's going to help us come up with stronger ideas. Okay? Let's give it a try. So, readers, when we get to know our characters, we can look at some of the ideas that we already have from yesterday and previous days, and then see if there's any patterns in those ideas that happen over and over and over again. And that helps us grow an even bigger idea. Sometimes we call them theories when we see patterns. So I thought we would give it a try with our read aloud text, Make Way for Diamond Daniel. And I bet you're already thinking there are some patterns in her behavior that are going to help us grow a bigger theory about Diamond. Yes? Okay. So I'm going to tell some of the parts where I thought I had some ideas, and we could see if we come up with patterns there to grow a deeper theory. So the first part was when Diamond, she went and she asked Free to sit with her at recess or at lunch when she knew that he had kind of like come in and he wasn't so friendly to his teacher or to her. So she asked him to sit with her after all that had happened. She also went to sit with the three T's in the cafeteria. Although she said that they were more of a clique, that they were more of a right a three as opposed to a four. And she knew that she feel like she wasn't really going to fit with them outside of school, but she tried to sit with them in school because she really wanted a friend. Also, another part is that Diamond, she goes out and she explores her neighborhood. She's trying to get to know this place a lot better. So we look across those parts, those ideas. So she's asked Free to sit with her. She sits with the three T's. She's exploring her neighborhood. What are we thinking? We see patterns. I was thinking one pattern that I see in Diamond is that she's brave. That's pretty brave of her to ask the new kid to sit with her after she's not really sure about him based on his behavior and his actions. It was really brave of her to try to get into a new friend group, the three T's. Right? It was also really brave of her to explore her neighborhood and know that things aren't going to be like her old neighborhood in Brooklyn, and that she can be brave enough to make a community and a space for her where she is right now. How many of you were thinking something like that? Or maybe that she is like thirsty for a friend. She wants friendship. She's really making sure that she can find a friend here. Maybe some of you were thinking about that too. You think, what are some patterns that you're seeing from Diamond's behaviors? What she says and what she does? And what deeper theories does that give you about her? You can pause the video right now, and then you could jot it down, or you could say it into the screen or to somebody at home. So, readers, you probably have some other ideas about Diamond too, and the characters in your own books. So, if I were reading a physical book, I would put that idea right on the front cover or put it somewhere where I can track it, because these theories are going to be really important to track and keep with us as we read more and more of these books. So, some of the writing that you might do could look like this. I'll give you an example. This is some student writing. You see the theory here at the top. Just Grace is mysterious and generous. And then this reader went on to track the page numbers where Grace was mysterious and generous and came up with some ideas here. It's the one way that you could track your theories. You could also do it with Post-its. You could also do it on your digital notebook if that's where you're taking notes, and put the page numbers. You could also bookmark it on your digital book. So think about how you will track those big, strong ideas you're growing. So today you have lots of options for getting to know your character, much like a friend. Which of these options will you pick today? Will you make a little plan wherever you're taking notes so that you have it with you when you go to your reading spot today? You have your book, you have your reading spot, and then you have your reading plan for what you'll think about as you read. Go ahead and jot down that plan right now. Okay, readers, I'm so excited to see some of the big theories that you're growing based on the characters' patterns and how you're tracking them. This is big, important work, and you are ready for it. I'll see you next time. Happy reading!